Hey everyone, it's Queen of Light 1111 here with your weekend reading. I really said I wasn't going to do a big reading, but it just got out of hand, and so here I am with a bunch of cards again. I used 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 decks again. So what I did here was I used the again, the Shadowscapes for the Divine Masculine, the Mystic Dreamers for the Feminine. I've got the Traditional Rider-Waite for his overall energy and hers and the energy of the connection. I use the Angel Tarot for opening message to the feminine, and then feminine to masculine, and then a message from the universe. I use the Oracle of Mermaids for how the masculine is viewing the feminine at this time. I use the Arcanum deck for current connection and future connection. I use the Dreams of Gaia for the blocks in the connection today. And then I used another tarot deck here to clarify 2 cards that I wasn't sure on. And so I have that. And then I have the After Tarot for the head, heart, and 3D spaces for the masculine and feminine. So again, just wanted to let you guys know to please book your readings with me through queenoflight1111.com. I do not respond to direct messages on Instagram, and I've received several. So again, if you're following me on Instagram, I just don't have the time to respond to everybody on every single platform. So my one place of receiving emails and corresponding is through my website, queenoflight1111.com, and you can email me through there. So again, if you're following me on Instagram, please email me through queenoflight1111.com. There's a link there for you to email. I am going to continue to do readings next year, obviously. I'm completely booked for December, and then I'm going to be taking off on the 20th, and I'm starting to get really booked in January. So if you would like your own personal reading after the holidays, please go to queenoflight1111.com to book your session. Let's go ahead and get started. Bottom of the deck for the Divine Masculine is the Emperor. Okay, he's really trying to come into his divine masculine energies, really working on that through this connection. Bottom of the deck for the feminine is the Two of Wands. She's in a period of decision making. Okay, so there's a lot going on in this connection right now. I will tell you, I almost didn't want to do a reading today. One, because I'm still not feeling well, but 2, it's just interesting. This reading here has come out and we have so many 5s. So this is, again, it's going to be a challenging reading. So just letting you know that in advance. Okay, the opening overall energy for the masculine is the 5 of Swords. So the minute that came out, I knew, I was like, oh my gosh, it's going to be an issue. So we're in the Emperor's energy here. He's really trying to come into his full divine masculine. I really feel like, he is awakened. He is continuing his growth, his evolution. She's in a period of decision making. She's kind of planning, thinking about where she wants to go, what she wants to do. Okay, so in the overall energy for the masculine, I mentioned he's in the 5 of Swords. She is in the Emperor's energy. So her masculine is very much in her overall energy, okay? And then for the connection, the overall energy is the 6 of Cups. They want to come together. They want to come together, but then there's major conflict about it, because I feel like she's kind of like, I still need you to come forward as my masculine in your king power. And he's got some major inner conflict going on with his 5 of Swords. He's still processing the fight, okay? The bottom of the deck for this overall energy for them individually and the connection is the Ace of Cups. So they're very much coming into their kind of self-love, this renewal of love, but really honoring themselves, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. When I asked what is the masculine's head? Where is the masculine in his headspace? What is he thinking when he thinks about his feminine? So again, his overall energy is he is in conflict. His opening message to his feminine is King of Cups. Okay, this is about, he wants to open up his heart and his mind to her. He wants to trust her. He wants to be compassionate. He wants to be emotionally mature. Okay, that's his opening message, and his overall energy is that I'm in conflict internally. I'm really trying to come into my King of Cups energy, and I'm really trying to elevate to be the masculine. That's really, really what he's struggling to do. Okay, so when I said, okay, when he thinks about his feminine, where is he? Lovers. He's very much thinking about this connection, and he knows he has to make a choice. He's planning for the long term. 3 of Wands, right? 3 of Wands is you put something out there, you're waiting for it to come back. And so what I really feel like what's happening is, like, he wants to move away from the connection because he's scared of rejection. 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups. And so I was just like, wow, you know, I mean, he's trying to come into his power, but like in his headspace, I just felt like maybe he's just getting scared. He's not, doesn't quite have the confidence, because again, he's telling you in his message that he's in conflict. He's feeling defeated, and he's really trying to emotionally balance himself, mentally balance himself. His underlying energy is the Emperor, and so he's really trying to come into his power, but he's trying to make a decision about this connection. He knows it's an important relationship. You know, he wants to make long-term plans, but I think the plan is really that he wants to move away because he's scared of rejection. So I asked for a clarifier on this 8 of Cups. What does he want to move away from? And we got the 8 of Wands. And so I feel like he just doesn't want to communicate at this time. He just doesn't want to communicate at this time because he is scared of rejection, okay? So when he comes out of this energy in his headspace, what's going to happen? Well, we got the Magician card. He's going to, you know, work on himself. He's going to know that he has all the tools. He's got the cup, he's got the pentacles, he's got the sword, he's got the wand, that he has everything to manifest something new. So he's trying to manifest, I really feel like, his own energy, the Emperor's energy in his headspace. He's really trying to mature, trying to get out of inner conflict, and if that means he needs to step away from communication with you at this time, then that is unfortunately what it means, okay? Take what resonates. So in her headspace, when she thinks about her masculine, right, her overall energy is she's thinking about her masculine, the Emperor, but she's also, her message to him is, I've retreated from you. 4 of Air, time to rest, time to take a vacation, allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. Remember, her overall energy is 2 of Wands. Her underlying energy is the 2 of Wands. Her overall energy is her masculine that she is retreated from. So she's saying, I've retreated from you. I've retreated. And I've learned my lesson through this connection. You know, she wants to work as a team, but you know, right now they're not. He's not coming forward. He's stopped his communication. He's stopped his interaction. So they're not working as a team right now. So she's retreated, and it's a burden. 10 of Wands. This is a burden on her. 10 of Cups. She wants this 10 of Cups, but I really feel like she's going to figure out how to try to manifest it on her own and have a solid new beginning. Ace of Pentacles, maybe on her own. So what happens with that? 2 of Swords. It's like conflict starts to occur. 2 of Swords in this after tarot is really all about, you know how you're blindfolded and you're at a stalemate in the traditional tarot? Well, here, someone has picked up the sword. People have picked up the swords. And so, you know, she's kind of like, she's in a duel. She's in a duel. She's facing a difficult decision. And there's competing interests right now. And the competing interest is very much, you know, what it is, which road to take. 2 of Wands. Which road will she take? The path to him or away from him? So that's really what she's working towards. Like, she wants to be happy. She wants to be happy, and at this time, this relationship is a burden. All right. The opening message, the overall energy, as I mentioned, Six of Cups, you know, the energy of this connection from the universe is Six of Cups. Like people are nostalgic. They're wanting to come back together. And then the opening message from the universe is Three of Wands, that, you know, things are going to get better. Things, you know, have patience, make long-term plans. So things in their space feel very doom and gloom. But the universe is saying, you know, things are going to come together. This Three of Wands matches his Three of Wands in his headspace. And it's very much that, you know, while he wants to walk away, he wants to step away from communication, he's going to manifest all of the tools. He's going to be able to manifest himself and evolve himself into the Emperor's energy. And her retreating for her own self, for her own protection, is the right thing. Okay, it is the right thing. So for these messages from the masculine to the feminine, feminine to the masculine, and from the universe, we have the World card, which means the cycle is going to complete. They're still completing a cycle. And I also kind of feel like I'm going to not do Monday, Wednesday, Friday readings again, just because I want to see more shifts occur. So I'm probably going to do readings 2 times a week go forward. I haven't picked those days yet, but I will let you know. It's just because I just feel like they're in a real pivotal time, and I'm just not seeing the huge changes that I'd like to see. So if I do it 2 times a week, I will see them come out of these 5 energies, these energies that they're in that continue to show that they're kind of stuck, they're challenged. And if I wait a little bit, we might see more progress, and it might be more illuminating for all of you. So again, cycles are completing. Okay, cycles are completing. They are very much challenged. She's in a period of decision making. He's in a period of withdrawal. She's also withdrawing, but for the good of the connection. So in the heart space for the masculine, he comes up as the King of Wands, first card out. He wants to be a leader. He wants to have direction. He wants to know what to do. This is a dupe card to their current energy. He's very much working on himself. He really is. He's trying to embody all of the kings. He's trying to become emotionally and mentally mature. He's trying to be ambitious and have direction and be a leader. He's trying to be the divine masculine. So in his heart space, he's really wanting to do this, and he wants to come forward with love. But what happens? That's the Knight of Cups. He wants to come forward with his cup. But he stops himself, 5 of Swords. Because the minute he wants to start to move forward, he remembers, gosh, I'm in conflict again. 5 of Swords matches his 5 of Swords in his overall energy. He's just stuck. Because why? He's confused. 7 of Cups. He doesn't know what to do. He's feeling defeated. You know, there's choices, there's confusion, there's procrastination. He doesn't know which way to go. He's trying to embody these kings, this King of Wands, this King of Cups. He's trying to be the Emperor. And he's going through inner turmoil at this time. So what happens after the 7 of Cups energy? He comes forward with the truth. And anyone that gets in the way of his truth is going to get cut. Do you see that sword is going to pierce that person that gets in his way? In his heart space, he wants to blaze forward with the truth. Speak his truth, blunt or otherwise. The Knight of Swords is kind of blunt. He's going to come forward, boom, tell you what he wants to say. But that's probably why in his headspace, he's like, I got to stop, because if I communicate with her, I might be harsh. I just got that message. That just made sense to me. I'm trying to let go of this need to communicate because of abandonment, and because I might be too harsh at this time, which will keep us in this 5 of Swords energy and in conflict. That makes sense to me even more now. So this is like a real-time channeling. So now what happens in her heart space? Page of Swords. I'm really getting from this Page of Swords, she's watching him. She's watching him on social media. She's observing him. And it gives her sadness. It really does. It's like if you're watching him, please try to stop, because it's just keeping your vibration low. So it's important to go within in the Hermit's energy, okay, and really continue on your self-discovery, on your evolvement, on your evolution, so you can balance your emotions. Queen of Cups, match to the King of Cups. Okay, she's trying to be compassionate. She's trying to be understanding. She's trying to balance her own emotions. But this observation of him creates a lot of sadness. It really does. What happens, in the after tarot with this whole lineup, watching him, sadness, retreat, isolation into the Hermit's energy, balancing out the Queen of Cups. She's trying to catch him in something. This is the Seven of Swords in the after tarot. In the Seven of Swords, you see, he's stepping into that little rope there to get caught. She's trying to catch him in something. And I clarify them, like, what is she trying to catch? Well, she's trying to catch him in something. And that is giving her major burden because she's not really finding or seeing anything at this time. So her desire to catch him in something is a burden, a huge burden. And where did we see this Ten of Wands? In her headspace. She's going to jeopardize her connection and her peace of mind over this obsession over trying to catch him in something. Granted, he's not been the most up and up person, okay? Right? He's not. So this constant need to go backwards and focus on the past of what he did before by watching him is not the way to continue to elevate yourself and your connection with your Emperor, with your masculine. He is trying to change. He is trying to evolve. He's got more kings on his side than you have queens on your side. So I just feel like he's really trying to be this King of Cups, this King of Wands, this Emperor. He's really trying to do that. And he even shows up as the Emperor in your spots. And you've got just one queen. Granted, you've got a queen, so I'm proud of you. But stop trying to manifest the past into your present and into your future. Stop the observation. Stop manifesting or attempting to manifest your fear, because it only creates a burden in your heart and in your mind, which then shows me that you become imbalanced emotionally as this Queen of Cups. Okay? Hope that makes sense. 3D space. Strength card. 3 of Swords. 6 of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. He's trying to gain the strength to get over his sadness. This is not third party. It's not. I just feel like he's sad. He's heartbroken because he's in so much conflict. He's fearing rejection. He's confused. He's very challenged by this relationship at this time, and he's trying to gain the strength to get over his heartbreak. He wants to be able to give and receive to you. He wants to make an offer. He really does. I mean, I really feel that. He really does. And in the after tarot, he wants to crown his queen. Victory, 6 of Wands. He wants to crown his queen. Do you see? He's come back from the battle, this battle of his, 5 of Swords, right? 2 times. Battle in his head, battle in his heart, battle in his overall energy. He wants to come back from that inner conflict, that battle, be the King of Cups, be the King of Wands, be the Emperor, and come back from that battle and crown his queen. That's what he wants to do. That's what he wants to do. And so he's trying to overcome his sadness at this time. So what's going on in her 3D space? She wants communication, but there's conflict. 5 of Wands. Okay? Conflict. She wants the cycle to end because she feels rejected. 5 of Pentacles. Match to his headspace. So what happens? Wheel of Fortune again. The wheel does turn. It does turn. It's turning here, and it's totally going to turn. They're going to come out of this. They are going to come out of this. But if you're doing things, feminine, to sabotage your own mind and heart space, then you've got to stop that, because you lowering your vibration from where you are is going to affect him, and it keeps him in a little bit of conflict too. So what's important here is that you keep your vibration high. Yes, stay in this retreat mode. Okay, stay in the retreat mode. Heal yourself. And ground yourself and let him get through this conflict, because he will be victorious. He will crown you. Bottom of the deck for these clarifiers, 10 of Wands and the 8 of Wands, is the 4 of Swords, withdrawal. So what it's telling me, yes, it's okay to withdraw from the communication. Withdraw from this 7 of Swords energy to release the burden. That's what it's telling me, this withdrawal. Withdraw from those behaviors. Okay, let's do top down. The Lover's card, making a decision about his connection. He wants to have direction, and he wants to gain the strength. He wants to have the strength to come forward. He knows he needs to be strong to come forward. He's put something out there, but he really wants to put a love offer out there, but he's heartbroken, so he cannot at this time. Okay, can't at this time. Why? Because he wants to move away from communication. He wants to move away from communication because he's in conflict. And so he's not able to give and receive to you in a way that he wants to equally. He's got too much conflict. He's dealing with his own head and heart space, his own changes, his own evolution. Okay, he's feeling rejected. He is confused. He's procrastinating. Okay, he's trying to figure out which way to go, what choice to make before he makes an offer. Okay, he doesn't even know what offer he wants to make. And then in the After Tarot, he's going to manifest this magician's energy. He's going to come into his power. He's going to come forward with the truth, and he's going to crown you as his queen. So let's just kind of go through this situation, this challenging time at this time. It's okay to go through it because it's going to have a positive impact. For her, she's learned, but she's observing and she wants a message, okay? She is burdened, she is sad, and there is conflict. She wants the Ten of Cups with him, but she knows that she may need to manifest this on her own, this emotional bliss on her own. So she goes back into her spiritual journey because she wants the cycle to end in their relationship where they're in this period of challenge, okay? She wants something new. She wants to balance her emotion and her mental state because she is feeling abandoned and rejected at this time. So what happens in the future? We pick up swords. We pick up swords and we start a duel because we're trying to catch him in something that is burdening us. But that cycle needs to end. Get out of this cycle of fighting and catching somebody or attempting to catch somebody and burdening yourself. Get out of that energy. It does not serve a queen like you, okay? It does not. Whatever is going to happen is going to happen. I got to say this. I was watching, I have to see if I have this here, but I was on my Instagram and I saw this awesome quote by Cardi B. It was like a meme, not a moom, a meme. And let me see. What did she say? She said in this meme, hold on, sorry guys, but it's important and I want to say it because I'm just saying this. If you're trying to keep catching him, it's a burden. Like, get over it already. He's not really doing anything. Okay, here's what the meme said. So Cardi B did an interview about cheating and said, I'm not even worried about it. He's going to go from this to what? What's better than me? And that energy is what I'm talking about. Okay, that's the energy. He's going to go from you, this queen, to what? To what? Don't even worry about it. Put that burden of trying to catch him and observe him aside and just focus on your own Ten of Cups. All right? Gotta love that Cardi B. So let's see here. Let us go to the blocks. Bottom of the deck for the blocks. Choices. People are going to have to make choices. Right now we're in a period of kind of indecision. Well, actually we're making choices not to communicate. We're trying to make a choice about which way to go. So in the block here is that people aren't making choices around the connection. They're not making the choice to move forward with the connection. Why? Four of Cups, but this is in the Gaia deck, and what this means is this is really about, having thinking that everything's perfect. This person is not a perfect person. This person is a human being. You are not perfect. He is not perfect. So if you're looking for perfection, if you are thinking your partner needs to be perfect or you need to be perfect, that is a block at this time. The second block is this Queen of Air, this Queen of Swords. And this is not third party because this Queen of Swords has come out several times as the feminine. This is what starts this fight, this Five of Swords, this Five of Pentacles, this Five of Wands, Five of Cups, this Queen of Air. And this is that cutting communication that occurred that is blocking the connection at this time, which has left. And this is my Twin Flame card. You guys know that. has the masculine and the feminine at an imbalance at this time. Your union is a block at this time because you're thinking you both had a perfect partner, and you're finding out that they're not perfect and you're not perfect. And then we have this cutting message and this, this Queen of Air drops her sword and the relationship becomes imbalanced. But it was necessary. It was necessary. So now people need to make a choice about the connection. Okay. Let me see. Did I go over all the bottoms of the deck? One more bottom of the deck that I didn't do for this after tarot, right? For him, he's going to be the magician, manifest everything, come forward with the truth, crown the queen, right? For you, stop the fighting, stop checking up. It's too much of a burden. End that cycle. Two of Cups. If he manifests everything, comes forward as this king with his truth, crowns his queen. If you stop with this obsessive behavior, you will come together. Two of Cups, Two of Cups. Okay? So now, how is the masculine viewing the feminine? Bottom of the deck, homeland. He wants to come home, right? He sees you. He wants to come home. This is about, getting settled with your feminine again. This is about arrival, coming back. This is about establishing something. But he very much, when he views her, that was the bottom of the deck, Song of the Siren. Let's see. Song of the Siren in this deck is all about summoning, okay? This is about summoning. This is about, calling. Like, he wants to call. He wants to message. He wants to communicate. But he's feeling stifled. Do you see how the hand is around her throat, or appearing to be around her throat? There's a fear. Remember that Eight of Cups with the Eight of Wands. There's a fear of communication because of rejection. So when he sees you, he doesn't want to communicate with you. He feels stifled. He's feeling like, you may be judging him harshly, because remember the Queen of Air is in the block. He doesn't want to be rejected by you. So he feels stifled. And so when he sees you, he doesn't want to talk to you. He can't talk to you. That's how he's viewing you today. Ugh. That's how he's viewing you today. So what's the current connective energy? Current connective energy. Well, Eight of Cups. First card that flew out for the current connection. People want to walk away. People want to walk away. Matches his Eight of Cups in his headspace. Bottom of the deck for the current and the future is the Lovers, by the way. So this is all about this connection. Okay? All about this connection. People want to walk away. Fulfill their own wishes with the Nine of Cups. The Tower has occurred. I mean, I know maybe something huge and drastic didn't happen, but with all of these fives and these tens and the world and the wheel, right? The wheel twice, that's a 10. The Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Fortune. The 10 of Wands, the 10 of Wands, the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups in her space. This is all the world. We're ending a cycle. And so this is a realization that occurs. Okay, so we're walking away to have our own wishes fulfilled because we're coming to a realization about this connection that we need to end this cycle and have direction. This is all about this, what the King of Wands is going through, because I really feel like he's going through this evolution the most. So this realization is happening for the King of Wands, which is a match to his heart space, that he wants stability and commitment. He wants this marriage. He wants a relationship with you. He does, right? He wants to walk away. He wants to fulfill his own wishes, but he's coming to this realization that, once he does come into his power, that he wants you. He wants to crown you as his queen. That's in the current energy. Well, what happens in the future? Reunion, Six of Cups. After retreat, right? So you because you've been healed. Four Swords matches the Four Swords in these clarifiers. You've healed because you didn't communicate, right? You healed because you released burdens, so you're able to reunite. Have then a new beginning with the Fool's energy. Start to make plans for the future with the Knight of Pentacles and work as a team with the Three of Pentacles. So, that's the reading. That's the reading. again, it's challenging, right? It's a challenge. There's a definite withdrawal. There's definite disconnect, and it's just a shame. It's just a shame, but it's part of the process. So we have to embrace it. We have to surrender this connection, okay? So let me do the bottoms of the deck, right? There's choices to be made around this arrival when he comes into his power as the emperor. And they can come into union, because then the cycle is complete. And then they can love each other, embrace each other, have a renewed love, choose a direction because they are healed. Okay, I'm going to do the Lenormand real time. You guys happen to really like that. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Channeling will be real time as well. I'm just going to ask for 5 messages on the connection. What does the universe want to tell us? 5 messages. Okay. Four of Wands type of energy, right? So establish a home, establish a foundation that will be successful. Move this relationship forward into a happier journey. 2 more cards, please. Well, these 2 fell out. Then a message will be sent. Healing will begin. Bottom of the deck, coffin, death. So the cycle's going to end. We keep getting that. Cycle's going to end. Cycle's going to end. Surrender the connection for now. Okay? All right, everybody. We're going to have some big announcements, Laura and I, next week around our coming together. We are so excited to work together. Laura has been such an amazing partner to me. Laura from the Happiness Coach from Be a Good Soul. She's been a great, great blessing. We are going to do some awesome things in the new year. So look out for our collaboration next week and some announcements about our journey together. Again, as far as this collective, surrender the connection for now. Everything is happening just as the universe intends, because the universe says 6 of Cups, reunion is coming, and abundance is on its way. Things look very good. Patience is required at this time. Be patient, be patient, be patient. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.